I like to give all praise to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, pushing his word, sincerity, and truth. I like to give, salutation to the brothers across the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and truth. And shalom to the 144,000 of Yahweh Shai. Today's topic I'm going to go into is, can everybody be saved? For many years, people think, everybody could be saved, you know, including, myself. I thought everybody could be saved, but that's not the case of the scriptures. But, as time went on, I started realizing something is off. I started reading, started opening my eyes to what was going on in the church, and it was like, man, it was the same old routine. So, no preacher was giving edification on the scriptures or breaking down the scripture as it should be broken down, until I fell into the teachings of Yahweh Shai, as through the men, the apostles, and other men under the apostles. So, not saying I'm affiliated with these men, but through the spirit I am connected to these people. So, because we're all like minded, because we believe in Yahweh Shai and what his teachings, and whatever it is, that's whatever is written in the volume of the book, that's what it is. No, no sugarcoating whatsoever. So if you can't handle the truth, I suggest you not look at this video, because it's going to be a shocker to most of you who's been in the churches all these years, and some of you may wake up. I pray that Yahweh Shai give you, open up your understanding to the truth. But every, to the men of, to the elect men, to the elders, and to other brothers, we know the 2/3 won't wake up. So they love being in folly. So they love the other idols. So, but to the original topic we're going into is, can all nations be saved? And without further delay, I'm just gonna go jump right into it, giving you the edification of what Yahweh Shai, you know you know is talking about, what's written in the scripts. So let's go to, and by the way, I'm coming out the King James Bible, you know 1611, you know with the Apocrypha. you know don't get mad. These, don't get, like I said, don't get mad. These are Yahweh Shah words. This is Yahweh Shah words. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at the one who created you. Okay? You know. The first scripture I'm gonna go to is Isaiah 28:10. I'm just gonna give you a little setup. Just to make you understand. Hope you can understand. This is how the Bible is supposed to be meant to be read. You know. So here it is, Isaiah 28:10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. So, with that being said, that shows you the Bible can't be read in, like a novel. To get a full understanding of the scriptures, you have to really, bounce back and forth to certain books to clearly get understanding of what it is talking about. Because most people don't do that. They just read it straight through, and they don't have no understanding. I'm like, what in the world is it talking? They be confounded and dumbfounded. Like, dang, that's what it is. The world. They think the world is meaning everybody, but it's not really talking about everybody. Because you got to realize the New Testament was written in Greek. The Old Testament was written in Hebrew. So you to get really understanding of certain things, you have to go into the Hebrew and Greek, which most pastors don't do. They read it, which they know the truth. They probably even know some of the etymology of words, you know, but they don't go into it or take time, out to really explain certain scriptures or give proper breakdown. So I mean, take note, Isaiah 28:10. You know, that's the first scripture I brought up. You know, you know, the next scripture I'm gonna bring out is John 3:16. And John 3:16 reads, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him should not perish but have everlasting life." You know, so you gotta understand, he loved what world? That world he was talking about was Israel, which is the cosmos of Israel. Because if you read, you know, in prior scriptures, like I say in Psalms 147. Well, not like I said, it's not like I was saying, but in that world means cosmos right there. So it's a group of people with special interests. You know, people who are like minded, who got the same thought patterns and everything of something. So he loves Israel, not the whole world. So that world means cosmos. So if you don't understand that, we can go further into the scripture really to get really understanding of that. How and if you drop down in verse you know 17, it reads, "For God sent not his son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved." So for Yahweh is talking about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. He's Yahweh sent Yahweh Shai into the world for the world of Israel. So not to condemn them, but to save them. So we're gonna go to Acts 2:21. And it reads as this. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, a man approved of Yahweh. So it tells you, it specified that whosoever. So that whosoever is Israel. You know, so you got to understand, the Lord Yahweh is only dealing with Israel. You know, to you know. So when you go back to John 3:16, go back to Acts 2:21, it's going to tell you who that whosoever is in the scripture is, that's referring to John 3:16. So, but most people still, if you still don't want to receive that, we can go into another scripture to really back that up. You know, we could go into John 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 49, and it reads as this: "And one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest, the same year, said unto them, Ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people. What people is he talking about? He's talking about Israel, and that the whole nation perish not. So, and it reads as and it goes on. In this spec he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesies that Jesus should die for that nation. He's talking about Israel, that nation being Israel. And most people think it's the whole world he's talking about, but it's talking about a specified people. It's talking about that nation. What nation is he talking about? Israel. So it's not no whole world. He's coming to save the whole world, as pastors and preachers or people have been deceived by these false teachers and saying is he's talking about the whole world, but it's not talking about the whole world. It's talking about Israel. That nation is Israel that he's always loved and always will love. Only, his that's the apple of his eye. So, but we're gonna go further into it, and not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of Yahweh that was scattered abroad. So you gotta understand, he's what goes into that, is so much that you got to understand of that scripture right there, and that was John 11:49 through 52. So you got to understand, he's not talking about the whole world of, you know the inhabitants of the whole world. He's talking about Israel. So, you know we you know we can go into another scripture if you like to really understand even more. We're going to go into Isaiah 17, for Isaiah 45 and 17. It reads as this: But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confound a world without end. So that's telling you Israel world is not going to end. Israel world is not going to end. This the world is going to be forever, abide forever. It's the world of Israel is going to abide forever, and these other nations are not. They had their time. Their time has passed. The brothers across the four corners waking up. It's going to be a glorious day when all my brothers, is united as one stick. Instead of being broken up, divided because we're under curses and everything. So you gotta understand, when under our leader, our king, our savior, Yahweh Shai, under Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, it's gonna be a great day, man. When all the brothers appear as him. So it's gonna be a great day for the 144,000, man, who's waking up, for 12,000 from each tribe. We don't have to a so-called Mexican looking down on a black, so-called black Judite, you know or Puerto Rican, so-called Puerto Rican from the tribe of Ephraim looking down on the Dominican, so-called Dominican from the tribe of Simeon. So it's gonna be, a good day, man, with Levi, all the brothers, you know, Judah, Benjamin, Zebulon, all the tribes be unite as one stick, man, under one umbrella through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And Barakatah, you know. So, it's more, to get understanding. If you want understanding, you gotta pray for it. You know, You got to search the scriptures daily to really get an understanding of what Yahweh Shai is speaking of. You know, you just can't go to a church and just sit in it and just think the knowledge is going to come to you, or you don't, or you miraculously think, you know, you have it all, because no one's come to the full knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because his wisdom and knowledge is infinite. You know, you cannot, the scriptures, it gives us a piece of how he is. You know, so and we're gonna deal with that. The scattered abroad. That gives clarification of who is scattered abroad. So we're gonna go to James, um 1:1. And it reads as James, a servant of Yahweh and of Yahushua, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So you gotta understand, it's all the scriptures is always referring to Israel, 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 Israel. So how could how could God love the whole world when He's only dealing with Israel? I bet your pastor won't go in that Psalms 147:19 and quote that in church, because it would book y'all out. The wheels will start turning. So in Psalm, let's go into Psalms 147 and 19. He showed, and it reads as this: Psalms 147 and 19. He shows his words unto Jacob, his statute and judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgment, they have not known to praise ye Yahweh. So there you go. How could Yahweh love the whole world? Meaning the inhabitants. When he's talking about cosmos, a group of people with the same interests, common interests. So, that John 3:16 has been, been debunked. So the time is now to open up and receive the true knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Get on them scriptures and read them daily. Search the scriptures daily, like the people in Acts, man, who search the scriptures daily. You know? So, I'm, next, I'm coming with some more videos, soon, hitting these streets, in a minute, down in the South is real big, people, I gotta forsake my life, so I won't be afraid, because I'm, if I don't care, I don't care, women, whatever. It's all about this truth, man, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. The time is now. You see what's going on, man. Nations rising against nations. The prophecies is coming true every day as we speak, man. So the time is now. The elements, Yahweh Shai got the control of the elements, man. He can take you out, man. He can send a something that's so drastic that you always say, oh God, you know what, you gotta understand. He, he's not a power to be messed with, man. He's a consuming fire, and he's gonna consume your flame, man. He's gonna engulf your flame, put your life, your flame out. So the time is to, serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh while you can, while you still got time to, because in the end, it's all. What have you done with yourself? You put your confidence in a man, on a pulpit, you know, or glorify men. No, you glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's the only thing you have to glorify, you know, give honor to. Because the elect is going to praise his name regardless, confess his name in front of everyone. He doesn't care, or she doesn't care, who's around. She's going to say the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Not no Jesus, because the letter J is a fairly new consonant in the English language. What was really handed over, the French gave it over to the English, so most people just don't know that. So how could he be Jesus when his name in the 1611 King James Bible is Iesus? I don't want, that might bug y'all out a little bit, but but you gotta study, man. Study to show your thyself approved, man, to Yahweh. Bashim Yahushua. I'm not saying I'm worthy. I'm not saying I'm the elect. I'm not saying I'm a righteous. My sins is filthy as rags. I'm shit without Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I just thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for, this allow me to see this truth as it is written, man. As he's written in the volume of the book, Psalms 40 and 7. So, we all know everybody got a part to play. Everybody got to get the missiles and everything. So, the famine, the pestilence, and the diseases. But that's another topic anyway. I just like to say shalom to the elect, double honors to the elders, and barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for the truth, for coming in to save the world of Israel, not the whole world. As thus said Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Shalom.